Hey guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Boost! On YouTube, Fame is now available in 2018. Always, it's left in 2018. The album, Dad AF. Rock on, Gold Dust Woman. I have received so many messages from people sending me this t-shirt, the Stevie Nicks t-shirt that says Gold Dust Woman on it. I am going to buy this t-shirt and wear it with such pride because I love Stevie Nicks so much. But anyway, I'm kind of coming out of a cold a little bit, which is why my voice is so much deeper and more masculine. So anyway, today we're going to talk about something that literally just popped off on the Twitter. And it is Jaclyn Hill finally addressing the rumors, the allegations that she supposedly cheated on John Hill. Now, 2018 was a really good year for Jaclyn in many, many ways. She released The Vault. But there were other things that had happened for Jaclyn. You know, like her channel did very, very well. She stayed out of a lot of the drama that was going on. But one of the things that happened that was very, very sad for Jaclyn was that she went through a divorce with her ex, John Hill. It was very, very public. It was all over the place, you know. And I have said in many previous videos that as somebody like Jaclyn, who's this huge public figure, right, to go through a divorce like that, it's not like you can just go, okay, we're not together anymore, and people move, and then you move on. People are going to want to know because people are very, very invested in the lives of these beauty influencers. And today, YouTubers, beauty influencers are very much the celebrities of our time. They just are. And with anybody that, you know, go through, listen, if you watch Chris Lee Knows Best and they went through a divorce, we would probably wonder why they were getting divorced, or maybe not. But, you know, I mean, we would want to know what was going on behind the scenes, so to speak. But that doesn't mean that they owe it to us. And I've said that in all my videos, you know, that just because they're going through it, which would be very, very difficult and very, very hurtful, and we don't really know the true story behind there, you know, Jaclyn hasn't said a whole lot. She said a few things, but she hasn't said a lot. John recently did an entire interview where he talked about it. He talked about his addiction and his relapse. He talked about being in treatment when he found out about the divorce and how painful it was. But since then, they've both kind of gone on their own separate ways. And John now has a new girlfriend. No, it is not the girl that was used as the Jaclyn actress in his video. Everybody said that. That wasn't the case. And Jaclyn has a new boyfriend. Now, this is where the speculation comes up because everybody is saying that Jaclyn's new boyfriend was John Hill's ex-best friend or old best friend. And so everybody said, and this is like the biggest rumor that's been going around about all this divorce, is that Jaclyn cheated on John with his best friend. Anywhere you look and you see a rumor to do with Jaclyn and cheating, that's what it is. And that's a really, really hurtful allegation because, you know, nobody really knows what goes on behind the scenes, and we don't really need to know what goes on behind the scenes. And even if that was the truth, it's really Jaclyn's whether or not she chooses to address that. It's really John's to choose whether or not he addresses that, and neither one of them have. And in the interview of which I did a video about, I'll link it at the end of this, John said in the interview, he basically took total blame and said that Jaclyn didn't do anything wrong, you know, whatever. And, you know, still, all of this is very, very painful. You know, and I think for all of us, going through a breakup or going through a divorce or whatever is so hard to begin with, to then go through with it publicly. And then imagine this, okay? If one person moves on or the other person doesn't move on, and sit back and watch that happen publicly or personally, even if you're not, listen, even if y'all just live in some small ass town and the one place to go to during the weekend is the Walmart, it's still painful, okay? Let's just be for real. You have to defriend them from the Facebook and the Instagram because you don't want to see it. It hurts too much, right? So imagine that on a huge level. Even if you have moved on and found somebody else, it is still painful. And they've played this all out in the public forum, so they've had to see it. And quite frankly, as somebody that has watched all this go down, I think they both handled it very, very well. Like, they've stuck very private to it and haven't said a whole lot. And Jaclyn has never addressed these issues of whether or not she cheated and all that kind of stuff, right? Well, let me just tell you what happened. So yesterday, Jaclyn posted this video on Twitter, and she put a little caption with it that says, "That lip gloss life." And here, I'll run the video for you. That lip gloss life, Jaclyn, get it? Okay, so underneath here, all these people said really, really nice things, right? This Crystal said, "Oh, my man is the same way. Just kiss me like you love me and wipe that shit off." That's right, Crystal. And Jaclyn said back to her, "He doesn't care, I do." Crystal said, Well, smooch him good, girl. I love this back and forth. And one of the things I do love about Jaclyn, she's very active, like, with her, you know, people in her comment sections of her threads. Well, I mean, for like the first 5 or 10. So anyway, if you go underneath here, then, one of the comments underneath here is from this Kristen underneath the video, and she says, your laugh just sent me to heaven, Jaclyn Hill. It's so sweet. I love seeing how happy you are with your man. And right underneath this Candida responds, and she says, even though she cheated on her husband, Candida, come on now, girl. Okay, that rumor is old as Christmas. We do not need to be playing that out. That's cruel. Why are we saying that? There's no need necessary. It's not necessary. You're getting my words twisted now because I can't even speak straight. Okay. And what I love is when you go underneath here, okay, some of the comments of what they come for her, okay? Candida's like sitting over there. She's like, I don't care. I'm going to say what I got to say, right? So this Just a Girly Girl who I absolutely love now because she said something in here that is so funny. But I will say, she said it in all caps. Now listen, okay? If you're old like me, get ready, okay? Your cats are going to get scared here in just a second. But if you're old like me and you don't know, when somebody types in all caps on social media, what that means is they're screaming at you because they really want you to hear it. It's not important, okay? So Just a Girly Girl, she says, okay, so even though she cheated on her husband is what Candida says. And then it's Just a Girly Girl says, because you are her real life in-person friend, so you know this, right? Okay. Can we just pause on that for a moment, please? You are her real life in-person friend. I am so using that, okay? Just a Girly Girl, I have stolen that from you. From now on, when I introduce my good Judy Tanya to people, I am not going to say my best friend. I'm going to say, this is my real life in-person friend Tanya. That is what I'm saying from now on. And then underneath here, Ariel says, let's see your proof, Boo. I got a dog named Boo. He's running around here somewhere. And then all these people, they put these, oh God, these gifts and these memes, my Lord. Going into 2019, can we just leave the gifts to the memes? I don't know what it means, okay? I am so confused. Somebody will say something and then it'll be like a picture of Nene Leakes side-eyeing somebody. And I'm like, do you support her? Do you shade her? What do you say? I'm so confused. The gift has left me speechless. Okay, so anyway, then underneath here, Court says, does accusing someone you do not know bring you joy? Well, Court, I'm sure, because I love what you say after this, so I do agree with you. But that's kind of called social media. There's these people, see, and they just sit behind keyboards all day long because they're miserable, hateful human beings that literally have no life. And they just sit behind a computer screen or their phone, and they just sit there with the bitterness just going through their heads, right? And they think to themselves, fuck Jaclyn Hill, she's got it better than me. Even though he cheated on his wife? Yeah, girl, okay, that's what it's about. Yeah, they do get joy from that because they're so miserable and bitter, right? Peace, love. Can we just please move on with some kindness and compassion in our hearts? Trolls. Okay. So this court says, does accusing someone you do not know bring you joy? Does this in some way enrich your life and give you a sense of pride? I love that she's so classy the way she says it. I don't know what you're going through, but I hope you can get it out because this is no way to live life. Find your peace, it's worth it. And I totally agree with you, Court. Peace and serenity is where it's at. So then underneath here, this Brookie says, I like to see your proof. And Rojo says, so wrong, the fuck, as if, sis. Can you imagine? Oh my God, my mother has been gone since 2008, but I would have loved for her to call me up on the phone and said something and I'd be like, the fuck, sis? My mother would have been like, who are you talking to? I am not your sister, and you do not talk to me that way, okay? So anyway, so then Jaclyn, she's had it, see? I was gonna scream, but I don't want to scare your cats. She's had it. She said, I've had it, okay? I got more Morphe shit coming out. I've had it with these haters. So, she retweets this Candida's tweet, right? And she says, this is getting so old and corny. Just because I'm dating a guy that used to work at the studio with John does not mean I cheated. You will find any way to try to make me look like a bad person. If you only knew the truth. Well, that's really pretty interesting, isn't it? Makes you wonder, what is the truth? is the truth. I'm not going to speculate because that's cruel. But it makes you wonder, doesn't it? It's like, okay, so what she's basically saying, and she does say it in the next tweet. She really does. She confirms that she did not tweet. She did tweet. She confirmed, tweet and delete. She confirmed that she didn't cheat, okay? Basically by what she says. But then it makes you wonder what the truth is. And this is the thing, right? Is that she's sitting there so bad, I'm sure, like, I really want to tell what the truth is, but it's not necessary. I've moved on. He has a girlfriend. I have a boyfriend. We're both happy. We've both gotten out of what we were in that we weren't happy in anymore, and we've both moved on. There's no reason for me to continue to tell my side of it, and I agree, okay? Jaclyn, I think what that shows is your lack of engaging in it, even though this little thing, I mean, finally, I understand, okay? But I think it shows that you are a humble person that has a lot of class and says, I am not going to play into this, okay? It really, to me, shows a high level of integrity, and I'm impressed with it. Because you could come out and you could be, let me tell you about all the shit that I went through, okay? Let me tell you what kind of person this is. Because, listen, when we go through a breakup, what's the first thing that we want to do? We want to tell on somebody, right? No, you sit back and you just go, listen, I know the truth, okay? And you move on. So that's what she does. And underneath here, people say all this stuff. This court says again, oh, it's a different court. She said, if you only knew the truth, sis, thank God you're keeping that to yourself. You're happy, that's all we need to know, and I agree. And then this Abby says, he very openly says he relapsed and put you through hell. He's done interviews and says you weren't at fault at all. He puts all this on Front Street, and still people are saying, Front Street where? I used to live on Front Street. Now I live on the back street. Okay. He put all this on Front Street and still people are saying, don't come knocking on my back door. I could go for days, okay, because I am that corny of a comedian. I'm not even a comedian, I'm just corny. He puts all this on Front Street and still people are saying you're to blame. Why? It's all there for God and Google to see. I love that. But I would have liked it a little bit better if you would have said it's all there for God and the Google to see. And then Kate says, I feel like in these situations saying if you only knew the truth only adds fuel to the fire. I get it, it's coming from a place of emotion. But unless it's all addressed, it's almost better to stay silent, and that's not coming from hate, I promise. And I agree with that. Like, had she not said anything at all, it wouldn't have made anybody speculate. But here's the thing, okay? Jaclyn has literally sat for the last, it's been a year now, okay? She has sat for a year with these accusations and not said something. Enough is enough, okay? Let the girl move on with her life. Let her do what she wants to do. And I agree with all of this. So Jaclyn, I want you to be happy. So then she tweets out, honestly, I have kept my mouth shut for so long about my divorce because it's no one's damn business. But calling me a cheater could not be further from the truth, and it's hurtful. You've got the wrong one. And I love that so much, right? She's like, listen, I've had it. I'm not addressing this. I'm not going to talk about my divorce. Well, maybe she will. Maybe she'll come out with a tell-all video, but I doubt it. I really don't think she will. I don't think she feels a necessity to do that. It's been a year. Like, this is, for us in the public eye, it hasn't, but for her, it's been a year. For John, it's been a year, you know? And so underneath here, people say something, they say, but John has a new girlfriend too. What is the problem? It's nobody's business. And then this person says, say that! With this preaching thing with, is it Cyndi Lauper? Oh, Christina Aguilera? I can't tell, okay? When you think Cyndi Lauper is Christina Aguilera, you got problems and you need your readers on, okay? Always people go in here. I mean, we totally respect your privacy, but if you want to spill the tea, I'm here for that too. And then you got the wrong one. Eek! It's your business. No one needs to know what happened. All anyone should care about is your happiness and the fact that the man you're with now is amazing for you. And I agree, okay? Why can we not just be happy for both of them? Why can't we be happy for Jaclyn? Why can't we be happy for John? Why can't we be happy for the two new people that they're with? Why can't we be happy for everybody that's in love and just let them move on? So anyway, that's all I have to say about that. Scream it out in the comment section if you must, but please be kind to one another. Be kind to Jaclyn. Be kind to John. Let's move on from all of this. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.